Now what you say? You said.
You're not allowed to video me. Walk out.
I can't video. It's in the mission statement. Well, all right, look. If you don't want to be video, listen.
Permission to video me.
All right, listen.
Here's your forms.
All right, can you look at this?
You do not have my permission.
All right. You're not on camera now.
You do not have my permission to video.
But as a
me.
public official,
You're
that's the.
breaking the law.
All right, listen. That's all right. Listen. I've already been dismissed. What you saying? But I just want to show you something. That's all I wanted was a couple seconds. You made it. I just wanted to show you something for camera's sake, because the people need this. But look, well, you can stay right there where you at then. I mean, I already got you on here. But look, mister, I don't even know your name. Huh? Look.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. I just was trying to show him this. And you are...
I'm Lieutenant Rounds. What can I help you with?
Lieutenant Rounds.
Yep.
All right, me and Mr. Lieutenant Rounds. You see this, isn't this you all's mission statement?
It is.
Is that not clearly says the fundamental mission of the Cumberland Police Department is to protect life and property, enforce the law in a fair and impartial. He was just being impartial. He said, and then this constitutional. All right, so in a fair and impartial manner, preserve the peace, order, and safety of the community we serve, safeguard, and to also safeguard the constitutional guarantees.
Yes.
So he didn't do that just now.
What didn't he do?
My constitutional guarantees. He said I'm not allowed. That's a violation of the law. You need to be trained properly. Isn't this the Constitution? Do all y'all honor? Ain't that what it just say y'all honor?
Constitution of the United States, yeah.
Mr. Rounds, so you agree. And he works the same thing, right? Isn't he supposed to honor this?
He does, yeah.
All right, so he just violated.
You come in here and ask for a complaint form for an officer, and that's
yeah, but I just wanted to get it on camera because, and he did do that. I can't credit him enough for that. Going to the amendments. Those are articles right now. First Amendment. Does it clearly not say, Mr. Rounds? Does it clearly not say I could recourse, redress, remedy, rescission if there's a violation? Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment
What's the violation
of religion, which I am, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, which he just infringed, abridging my freedom of speech, and press. Isn't this a form of press, making documentation?
I don't think so.
This is not press? So what is press then?
You're
Just
not the press, no.
I got the right to do it for my private and personal self. Do I not? This is especially what everybody doing.
I'm not saying anything to you about videotaping me.
Well, he surely did.
Well, he doesn't
and
want to be
that's why I'm shaking now.
He doesn't want to be videotaped.
But I'm going through this all the time. And he was better than he could have been, and other officers have been. But it could have been worse.
Asked
and I
him
just
to
need
do
him.
something.
Yeah, and I'm thanking for that. And this is what I came in yesterday. I got a video about the same thing. Mm-hmm. But now I'm prepared. Now I got my book with me.
Okay.
So that's all I wanted him to see.
What else do you need from us today?
Well, that's it for now. But so you just said that you honor that admission statement and honor this Constitution.
Absolutely.
And you all are under. Here it is. You get it? The Maryland Constitution, Constitution of Maryland, Article 2. Constitution of the United States and the laws made or which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made which shall be made under the authority of the United States are and shall be supreme law of the land. So that Constitution is supreme, and he said I don't have the right. All right, which shall be supreme law of the land, which shall be made supreme law of the state, which is saying it's the land, which is a corporation, federal corporation. And the judges and the judges of this state and all the people of this state are and shall be bound thereby. Anything in the Constitution or law of this state to the contrary, notwithstanding. But I'm crazy. Now, since you're not crazy, is that because did I comprehend it right? Did I read and comprehend it right?
Yes.
All right. So it's notwithstanding.
I don't think anybody said you were crazy.
Well, that's what I go through all the time. I know I'm not a supermodel, and neither are you, but you're a rather handsome man and myself. But this is not about model, this is law. You're not a model, you're enforcing the law. You're enforcing this right here and this. So they need to know this. I'm not trying to be no trouble. I don't sell no drugs. I just smoke a little marijuana sometimes, which is not a drug, which is my religious right. And I have it here. Certified court copy. This is, what is that, time stamped?
Yeah, from circuit court.
Yup, circuit court. And here's my and that's my allodial identification. Look, and you can touch it. It's the official certified, original certified
believe
copy
you.
of what I am, and you can look that up and see what it states. And this is the second page of that copy. So I'm not trying to break no law, and I told the officer yesterday, I got a video of it, that I'm not in the jurisdiction, I'm an alien and and this is all on the record, I'm a non-immigrant according to the federal codes, which is hiding this, and it's constitutional too, and my religious right, that's my religious and national headdress. This is my national identity, not a state identification. State identification doesn't identify me on a national level. So this is not racial discrimination, this is national discrimination.
What's the discrimination? I'm lost at what you're being discriminated for.
My nationality and as an American national, not a state subject, not a 14th Amendment, which in, I believe, 1883 civil rights cases, 109, if you give me a moment, I'll just show you that.
Well, what is it that you're complaining about the police department? What's going on?
The grief, which is serious, and like I said, I'm patient. I'm a very patient person. I took this time and didn't want to take this route, but unfortunately I had to.
But you haven't told me what you're complaining about yet. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Violation of my constitutional rights.
What's constitutional right?
And like I said, I have it on here. Give me a moment.
But which one? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What was
my First Amendment right, my Fifth Amendment right of liberty, freedom to travel. Let me see, Fifth Amendment, let me go to it for you.
When and where did this happen at?
Exact dates I cannot say, but it happened here in Cumberland, here in y'all municipal corporate jurisdiction, which is separate from the land itself. And again, Congress shall make no power. That's something dealing with financial jurisdiction.
Would you like me to help you fill this out?
I'll fill it out. But I just want to show you.
I still haven't figured out. You haven't told me what the officer did, or what happened, or when it happened, or where it happened, or what officer it was, or I still haven't figured out what you're complaining about. What happened to you?
All right, what the officer did, and I'm still reserving my Ninth Amendment, which I'm reserving all my rights, all my constitutional rights.
Yeah.
I have I make effort daily to get out for recreational and for therapy. The officers, and I just recently obtained a dirt bike, and I don't have a trailer and I don't have the finances to get it to. I mean, I'm looking at showing you my attire because I don't look like money and I don't have much money. But, so like I said, they chased me like an animal on it, like I was cattle.
Chased you where?
Up the street, through the woods, like I was an animal.
Did you have an unregistered motor vehicle on the street?
But it's not a motor vehicle. I'm not participating in commerce.
If it's a vehicle, if it's on the streets of Maryland, yes.
That's a commercial term. I'm not participating.
No, we abide by Maryland law, so that's,
right,
that's what you have to go on when you're on the streets in the cities and anywhere in the county or in the state of Maryland.
I just showed you. I know this is not in court. It's not an actual trial hearing. But if you're educated on it, maybe we could prevent an alleged crime, which is not an actual crime.
Right. Yeah, you can't be on the road with any type of motor vehicle that's not registered in the state of Maryland.
No persons, Fifth Amendment. No person. Where is it?
And so if the officers tried to effect a traffic stop on you when you were in an unregistered motor vehicle and you didn't stop, that's a violation of criminal law.
That's a Maryland rule, which is not above constitutional law, which all y'all just showed you got an oath to uphold that. No person nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against him himself, nor be deprived of life. And again, I said I'm getting out for therapy.
What that is you don't have to testify against yourself.
But that's true. But it states
they can charge you and you wouldn't have to testify against yourself.
But right here it says no person shall answer for capital, otherwise infamous, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case, nor be deprived And you say just not testify. That's true. But the Fifth Amendment is broader than just testifying against oneself. It says, I shall not be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of the law. And it's already
What would
been
happen
ruled
with that
of
is
traveling
what
right.
would happen would be
Not
they
driving.
Would, they would stop you. They would issue you a citation for an unregistered motor vehicle, and then you would go to court and you would get your due process. That's what that means.
Right.
And then at that point in time, you'd have a decision whether you wanted to testify against yourself or not. If you didn't testify against yourself, then the judge would have to rule on the case based on what the testimony had been up to that point. That's what that means. And with the officer stopping you for a traffic violation, that doesn't violate that in any way, shape, or form.
Well, I'm not so technology savvy, but make sure this is still running, which it is, alhamdulillah. But like it says, no person shall be deprived.
Right.
No person shall be deprived of life, or liberty, or property. So it's already been ruled in court the right to travel, not drive. I'm not driving. I'm not participating in commerce. I'm not bringing no milk and eggs and bread.
Operating a motor vehicle on the roads in Maryland, you have to abide by Maryland law.
Again, this is constitutional law. Maryland law does not supersede. Does it? Does it? It just said it, mister. And I'm not, like I say,
It's not superseding, it's laws that's set up by the state of Maryland.
It doesn't go above.
There's nothing in the Constitution that talks about motor vehicle law.
Right. So if
So it's
you
not
are
superseding
enforcing,
the Constitution.
well, I know you're enforcing the laws and rules, codes of the municipality, of the county, the Maryland rules.
Right.
But in the midst of that, that cannot supersede this,
It
which I
doesn't.
just read
There's
from
nothing in the
this.
United States Constitution that has anything to do with motor vehicle law. Motor vehicle law is captured by the state law. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's nothing in the Constitution that talks about motor vehicle law. So Maryland law is not superseding the Constitution because there's nothing in the Constitution that talks about motor vehicle law. That's all. That individual states control motor vehicle law.
So if you're enforcing this, then it should clearly state in ink, not no air. We're not arguing air, but this is ink. It's stronger than a knife. So can you show me in ink, according to what you just showed you in ink, your mission statement?
The only thing that I can.
Hey, around.
He's in there, yes.
Some stitches out here, my friend.
Dave, there's a person, guy in the lobby out there for you. So, it sounds like if you want to get, learn a little more about the Constitution.
Well, I'm learning.
and
I
state
sit
law,
down
then
daily, and nobody put this together for me for the most part. I did it myself.
There's classes.
And I got some help too.
There's classes out at the college that have the Maryland Constitutional law.
Well, most important is those who are executing the law on me that's dressed in a uniform. The college is not dressed in uniform. They're not in.
No, but I've explained to you that them stopping you for not having tags on a vehicle is not a violation of the Constitution. I can't explain.
I just showed you and highlighted, and I highlighted, as you can see, prior to coming here, so it wouldn't be no confusion. And
I'm not confused.
well, again, that's the Fifth Amendment right.
Yeah, I'm not.
No person shall be deprived of life and liberty.
Nobody's
Isn't that
depriving you of that. You just
was
have
that
to,
not just a
you
deprivation?
just have to abide by Maryland law like everyone else does.
But Maryland law does not supersede I'm a national, I'm an immigrant, I'm a non-immigrant,
Okay.
which according to 13th Amendment with 20 sections, and I have it in here too,
Yeah. All right. Well, here's the form if you want to file a complaint on an officer.
which I certainly am.
You
It would have
can-
been great if you could have heard, see here's the 20,
You can do that and bring it back in and drop it off, and at that point in time, we'll go through the process of the investigation.
This is the original 13th Amendment, which most people are very uneducated on.
All right. But based on what you just told me, if somebody tried to stop you for driving a dirt bike on the roadway that's not registered,
Right? Which
then
is not a constitutional law. Can you show me where you're...
I just told you, motor vehicle law is not in the United States Constitution. It's controlled by the states.
And it says Congress shall make no law. Where is that at? If you can bear with me again. And this is, look, I'm reserving my constitutional rights. I'm reserving, see, like you say, 9th Amendment, the enumeration of in this Constitution. So just because it's not listed of certain rights, the enumeration,
Nobody's violating your rights.
the enumeration.
You have the same rights as everyone else on the roadways, but you have to abide by Maryland law. And for them to try to stop you for driving an unregistered motor vehicle on the highway and you flee from them, that's a problem for you.
No, really a problem for you all
The officers
because
haven't done anything
again, you
wrong by trying
violated
to commit a traffic violation or traffic stop for that.
the enumeration, the listed, unlisted
Did you get
in the
charged for
Constitution
that?
of certain rights. I'm gonna answer that question. The enumeration in in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people.
Did you get charged for that? What you just
Shall not be
about?
construed to deny or disparage. So what's listed in this Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people.
Did you get charged for that?
I'm not sure.
Okay. You want me to look it up and see?
You can do what you feel free
Okay,
to
because
do,
if you
whatever
did
you
get
like
charged
to.
with it, then you have your day in trial or day in court to have a trial on it. And then you can talk about all this with the judge, and then the judge will determine whether or not it was, the officer had a right to do whatever it was that they did that
That's
day.
the 9th Amendment, and I was going to the 5th Amendment because you said it's a state law and rule. No person, no
there's
person
nothing
shall
that,
be.
There's nothing anywhere in there that says or that prohibits them from enforcing Maryland state.
So, and
traffic
again,
law.
that's why we went to the 9th Amendment. What's listed in this Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained
Right, I agree with that. But that still doesn't
by
say-
the people.
That doesn't say anything.
I'm retaining
about,
and reserving all of my rights. I'm not waiving rights.
Yeah,
I'm
that
claiming
doesn't-
them. I'm not giving them to you, Mr. Rounds, or your officers. I'm not giving you my rights. Those are for me to claim. You cannot sell me my liberties, my constitutional liberties, my constitutional rights.
Nobody did anything against the Constitution.
And Congress shall make no law.
Yeah, we already talked about all this.
Congress shall make no law. Well, just to make sure you're clear on it again, because even though we talked about it, you're still not clear on it.
Oh, I'm pretty clear.
So what is this? Article, excuse me. Article 1, legislator. So the legislator, the Congress,
Yep, people make laws.
the powers of the Congress. So who told you what to do and so on, shall make no law. Congress shall have the power to pay debts, provide for the common defense, general welfare of the United States. All right, impose excise, be uniform throughout the United States. Wait, that's the wrong one, excuse me. Where was we at? The states reserve, that's the 10th Amendment, that's another reserve, another rights, judicial power, United States shall be construed. Power of the United States shall not be construed to extend to any suit in law or equity. All right, but I know I just read something, it could have been that same one. Congress shall have the power to lay debts. Common defense, general welfare, United States.
So you come in, let me make sure I got everything for you. You come in to file a complaint. You got the form to file a complaint.
And I can look it up on Google to cite it exactly, but I can't do it on the phone.
I mean,
And this is for you all to know. Ignorance is no excuse, as you should
Oh, I
would know.
100% agree.
And I got some things here too. Ooh, I got a lot of stuff, as you can see. And I don't intend to waste your time. I didn't waste my time and resources to print these things out or to study it. And I'm not ignorant of these things,
Okay.
which I'm experiencing by you as of now, and your officers. Let me show you this.
I don't think I've disrespected you in any way, shape, or form.
See this House Resolution 75?
Uh-huh.
Mr. Wickens Speaker, I desire at this time to call up resolution number 75. The resolution was read by the clerk as follows. In the House of Representatives, April 17, 1933, many sons and daughters of that proud, handsome race which inspired the architecture of North Africa and carried into Spain the influence of its artistic temperaments have become citizens of this nation.
Okay.
So who have become citizens of this nation? North African, many sons and daughters.
You become a citizen, yeah.
North Africans, not a state citizen, not a state subject. So, and it says, society has done much to bring about, all right, in the city of Philadelphia there exists Moorish American. That's what I am, Moorish
Okay.
American, not a
right.
state subject, not a Maryland resident.
Well, you still
This is
have
my
to abide by
nationality.
Maryland law, though.
Yes, I am part and parcel, but not all those rules, codes apply to nationals. Those apply to state subjects. I'm not a state subject, and I got this through the circuit court. But obviously, I'm going to have to go through it. In the city of Philadelphia, there exists a Moorish American society made up of Moors who have found here the end of their quest for home, and the children of those journeyed here from the plains of Morocco. This society has done much to bring about a thorough absorption by these people of those principles which are necessary to make them good American citizens. These Moorish Americans have since being here missed the use of the titles and name annexations that were so familiar at home. So it says a lot, and I'm hoping, I know I'm going to leave out some good things. Okay. On the question, will the House adopt this resolution? It was adopted May 4th, 1933. This is what Congress said. Mm-hmm. In acknowledging Moorish Americans, who what I am. And if you don't think this is North Africa, oh my, all right, here it is.
This is North Africa?
Absolutely.
Here?
This is North Africa. North America, according to federal law, Lincoln states is in that 13th Amendment 20 section I just showed you.
Okay.
So if you look on here, now this is what you use, what we all use, right?
Right.
The almighty American dollar. I know y'all know this stuff. It's not a secret anymore. Why is Africa on the dollar bill? You see it right here with my pinky tapping?
Is it?
That's not Africa. Where is that from? Europe? Who ought to created that? You turn it upside down, there's a 7. You see it? Go up and down. There's a 7 in the shadow. What does Africa has to do with American dollar? If you're not acknowledging, these are 2 seals, the Great Seal. Mm-hmm. This seal made way for that seal.
Mm-hmm. But see here, it says, right here, it says the United States of America.
So who is America? More of America. The Moors.
Says it on the front.
The Moors are the founders. So if you were first, if America's first, why didn't they put the American seal here? Since it's or the United States.
I'd have to research what that is exactly. I don't know.
Well, I'm helping you make your research that much more lighter, and I'm putting this on YouTube.
But I will look at it. Look it
so
up.
this is Africa. You're not in Europe. If you look at the Monroe Doctrine, if you look at the Monroe Doctrine, excuse me if I'm being over talking to you and loud. There's just so much information. Mm-hmm. But
did you get everything you needed here today?
Yeah, in 2 copies as I can see. Mm-hmm. Thanks. This is Africa. What is Africa? Pyramids come from Africa and Asia. People who look like me and my complexion and features. Why is Africa on? Since this is your jurisdiction, this is European. Look up the Monroe Doctrine. It says you were not supposed to bring a European form of government here. We rescued you all from the Magna Carta and the corruption that you all went through.
On the other hand, though, you have to abide by Maryland law.
So you all, this contract, the Constitution to uphold for us.
Right.
It's a contract to respect and to uphold our liberty, life, and protect.
So you got everything you come in for today?
Yes, and I thank you for your time, and I know you have humor, but it shouldn't be much humor. And I can smile too, but like I said, I see you smirking.
I gotta take care of today.
See you smirking, and he's smirking. Everybody smirk. Everybody think this is a game and funny, but it's on paper. Since I'm so funny and ignorant, there it is on paper. Okay. And I guess we're gonna have to see each other in court. That's fine. Me and your officers, because that's where it's gonna go to eventually.
That's fine.
And I already done some in court, and we'll continue in court.
And the Constitution you were talking about, that's what allows you to do that.
Yes, it does. I just showed it to you. You can read it some more, Google it up. And I'm putting this on the web. Just look up anything pertaining to the Cumberland Police Department. You can find the videos. So if you need to go back to the notes. Okay. Like I said, I'm definitely putting it on the web, on YouTube. The officers know me. You should know me. If not, you don't know me. They know me. They know me by first name and last name. So,
you got everything you need?
Yeah, I'm trying to, because I'm not much of a camera person or operating, but I'm gonna set it there while I put my stuff up until I leave out. And I thank you for coming from behind, because I didn't know what was about to happen. The way he jumped up like that. And I think this one standing right here, I'm not sure his name, but one night they jumped on me like I just robbed the bank or robbed broke in the store around here. And I was just sleeping in my car homeless. Again, just traveling, my constitutional rights. Right. I'm not doing nothing, I stay out of your way.
Well, just make sure you abide by Maryland law, okay?
All right, and make sure you uphold your constitutional oath.
Absolutely.
And I just showed it to you, and when we encounter each other again, I'll present it to you.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Brown. You too. Thank you for your time. You and your officers. That door didn't even care to hold for me. Somebody must have pressed a button. Ignorance of the law is no excuse, Mr. Rounds. Just look up video pertaining to Cumberland Police Department. It's going on the web. I didn't want it to go this far, but it had to go this far. Mr. Rounds, when you look at this video, I should have asked you what time you're getting off work, because I like to bring it back, especially while you're in the office. But I will call and check your hours today, because I like to continue have dealings with you. It wasn't the most pleasant experience, but it wasn't so bad either. And let me turn this camera from around. But anyway, I have this here for the officers to see. I'm not just bull jiving, I'm not breaking no law, this is constitutional. But like I said, Mr. Rounds, I'll be calling. I'd like to continue to have dealings with you rather than your officers, those under you, and their ignorance. And I'm gonna end this video for now. Islam and peace.